Today we're going to teach you how to stop in rollerblades. It doesn't matter the rink, the surface, indoor, outdoor, I've got you. The number one question that I get on my videos and in person is how do you stop in rollerblades? Whether you're coming over from ice hockey or this is your first time ever rollerblading, having the ability to stop is absolutely necessary. So we're gonna keep this tutorial simple and straight to the point. This tutorial will give you the technique needed to stop on any surface with any wheels at any location. I promise you this will be difficult at first, but once you know the technique, commit to it and practice, you will get this thing down in no time. First, let's do a couple stops and show you the process. So as I come in, little power slide, land on my feet, bend my knees, and we're stuck in place. So in ice hockey, when you're coming to a hockey stop, you really twist both of your legs and are using those edges to slow you down. Now in roller, we're using round rubber wheels, so we don't have those edges that we can really dig in with. The goal with the roller stop is to really dig those wheels into the ground, compress the wheels down, and that's where you get that loud squeaking noise. There are a couple ways to do this and we'll get into each of them. The first one I want to show you is what I call the power slide. First step when learning the power slide technique, you need to decide which way you feel more comfortable turning your body. For me personally, for whatever reason, when I first picked up hockey, I always felt more comfortable turning to the left versus turning and stopping to the right. Now when learning this, it doesn't matter which side you pick. I just want you to fully commit to learning facing one way before you decide to tackle the other side. For today's demonstration, we'll be facing the left, but again, do whatever works for you. Let's get into it. So as I'm rolling to the camera here, here's how I initiate that slide. I'm gonna twist my body around, putting all weight here on this front foot. This is what is really going to be the driving force of the entire stop. The easiest way to start this thing is a huge outward motion with that front leg, really twisting the entire body around and getting it into place to slide to a stop. We're gonna start with a wider turn with that front leg to start, but as we get better, we can minimize that space so you can be quicker and more agile. Quick little turn where you are barely bringing that leg around the front. So coming in here, full speed, quick turn, boom. Quick outward turn, leg swoops around out front, and that's what gets us to come to a stop. And now a little bit slower, we're going wide with that front leg, twisting it around and coming to a stop. Like I mentioned, that front leg is really doing all the work with the back leg simply trailing behind. That's gonna give you a little bit of extra balance and support as you start to slide out and come to a stop. Let's go ahead and show you from the back angle so you can get a better idea of what is really happening. We'll just use this line for reference as we slide out on our front foot, twist our body, and this foot just trailing behind. So again, coming towards the camera, same thing, we can do it either way, get a little bit of speed, stop on a dime, just like that. So you have the technique down, now let's get into some tips and common mistakes that people first make. The number one mistake that I see, and I am gonna commit to this, is people try to do hockey stops. So they'll do that, slide out from under them, they lose their edge, they lose their footing, and fall straight to the ground. The reason why that happens is you're trying to use both your skates, kind of lean into it, trust your edges, and you don't have edges. These are rollerblades, they're wheels. You have to put 70 to 80% of your weight on that front leg. So as you turn it, 70 to 80% going to that front leg with, again, that back leg simply trailing and sliding behind. Now on the opposite side, if you find yourself not falling, but instead kind of trailing off to the side like this, that means you're not getting enough weight and compression on that front foot to really slow you down. Instead, you're basically just going into this as a slow motion turn. So going towards your stopping point, oh, I'm just gonna twist and keep going. You need to commit and really hear the wheels put in the work. You should hear that loud squeaking noise. That is the compression of the wheels up against the surface. With mistake number one, you're turning both skates too quickly and falling back. With mistake number two, you're not trusting that front foot enough to get the job done. In order to successfully stop, you kind of have to find the perfect balance between those two. When it comes to roller hockey, the number one skill in the game, without a doubt, is your skating. Just like in ice hockey, if you can stick handle, dangle, and shoot, it does not matter at all if you can't get in a position to make a play. And that's when our skating, agility, and in particular, our stops and starts can help us so much out here on the roller rink. Say you're skating the puck up the rink, a defender's catching you on the back check behind, having the ability to stop on a dime, especially in roller hockey, is one of the best skills in the game that you can have. Defenders will go flying, passing lanes will open up, and not only that, you're gonna win more puck battles. If a puck goes into the corner and you can stop, protect that puck, and get it out of the zone, that is how you become a better roller hockey player. Couple final tips for you guys, then we'll get into some advanced techniques. When you are first learning this thing, I highly recommend huge wide turns with that front leg. And as you get better, you can kind of minimize how much you turn. So again, we're getting better. a little bit less, and then finally, you'll be able to basically instantly turn both of those legs. As you get better, bring that foot closer and closer together and pick up your speed. By the end, you basically should be turning both of them at the same time, leading into more of our advanced tips. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you use the slide less and less. Like if I'm going for that full power slide technique at basically full speed, you can see I slid a good 5-6 feet. Once you get the power slide down, that's when you can really start to utilize this back leg more. So I'm kind of controlling myself all the way through. You can see that I slid half the distance that I did on that first one where I was really fully committed to that slide. As you start to improve and become more advanced, you can really utilize that back leg to minimize your stopping distance. If you want to be more agile and quick off the stops and starts, that is how you're going to do it. I know I said at the beginning you don't want to ice hockey stop, and that's just while you're learning. Once you get it down, you're going to find yourself doing stops and starts in all sorts of different ways, but it all stems from that basic understanding of our stop. And of course, just like anything in life, the only way that you're gonna get better at this is with repetitions and practice. Don't be afraid to fall when you're first starting out. Honestly, if you're not falling, you're probably not trying hard enough. And hey, there's nothing wrong with wearing some pads. Wear your helmet. If you have to, put on your hockey pants, your shoulder pads, I don't care, all right? Whatever makes you feel comfortable, even if you're out in your driveway with the full hockey gear on, go and do it. There is one last thing I need to mention, and this might have to be an entire video on its own, but let me take you over to the front desk. I'll show you one more thing. So the techniques we went over today will work on any surface, whether you're on an indoor rink, out on asphalt, smooth cement, a tennis court, it does not matter. But what does matter is you want to make sure you have the correct wheels for the surface that you're playing on. For us here on this indoor surface, we have softer wheels. That's going to give us optimal grip, but still allow us to slide for those stops. If you go outside on the street and try to stop using all indoor wheels, yes, it's going to work, but you're going to destroy your wheels, lose all your grip, and slide a ton in the process. Like I said, we might have to dedicate a whole videos to wheels and which ones you should use, but in general, softer wheels inside, harder wheels outdoors, and that'll help you with your stops as well. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope it encourages you to go out and practice. If you guys have any questions for me about anything we mentioned in this video, feel free to toss them in the comments below. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.
Passion before desire. I've been away trying to build a wheel up this life require. Slowly letting go to regain control. It's like ice to tires. Had me slipping, I turned the heat up, jumped in the kitchen. Renewed commitment, removed the waste and improved the writer. Took up the taxes, I brought a bag and straight worth the weight until you worth your weight in gold. And I still got a little ways to go. Just pray I keep the hunger with me while I let the rest unfold.